What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and thank you guys so much for watching. So, for today's video, I'm going to be doing another artist spotlight. For today's artist spotlight, I'm going to be highlighting the incredible Amy Winehouse. Now, I know you guys are probably thinking, what is with all these British acts? First, you were talking about the Spice Girls, now you're talking about Amy Winehouse. Are we going to get to an American artist? Yes, we will. It's just that, Amy was the next person that came up to my mind. So, I was originally introduced to Amy back in 2007. Jennifer, my sister, she had told me that on the MTV Movie Awards, so there was this artist that was performing that she thought that I might like. I remember this vividly. I don't know why, but I was downstairs in the living room and I think it was on the DVR. So I watched the performance and I see this woman who's got this really, really cute dress and this big beehive in her head, and she's singing this song called Rehab. And I fall in love with her voice. Amy Winehouse has one of the most unique voices that I have ever heard of. And the best thing about Amy is the fact that she is so unapologetically herself and that she does not make any excuses. She's just who she is. You can take it or leave it. And that's what I love about her. So after I saw that performance, I went straight to the store and bought the album that particular song is from, Back to Black. And I completely fell in love with the album. It's only 11 tracks, I believe. I typically like to have albums that have 13 or more, but as time has gone on, the track listings have gotten shorter and shorter. But anyways, I so love the music that I heard from Amy. And, although I've never been in an actual relationship before, the Back to Black album is about her breakup with her boyfriend Blake. And everything that she felt, everything that all the words that she was saying, the words that she wrote in those songs, like for some reason, I was still able to connect with those things, which is a very, very great thing to do. If you're an artist and you can have someone who's never had those type of experiences before, but to still be able to connect with your music, then you're doing something really special. And my favorite thing about Amy is the fact that she is one of the most amazing songwriters in the history of the music industry, in my opinion. I understand that all of artists don't write their own music. I completely understand that songwriting is a gift. So it's one of those things where you either have it or you don't. But I do kind of hold those who write their own songs up at a higher level, because that just takes a little bit more out of you. So the way that she writes her lyrics, sometimes they'll rhyme, sometimes they won't, but the best way to describe Amy Winehouse's lyrics is real. Amy is so real to the point that, I mean, it's crazy. The best way to describe Amy Winehouse's lyrics is she sounds like she's rapping. She sounds like she's actually got, 16 bars. It sounds like she's actually rapping instead of singing. But that's just the greatness of Amy. So as far as her accolades are concerned, Amy has won 6 Grammys. She won 5 actually in one night, in 2008, including Best New Artist. She was nominated for Best Album. However, someone else won that year. We're not going to get into all that. And so after I listened to her first album, I then realized that Amy I'm sorry, after I listened to her second album, which is Back to Black, I then realized that she had an album that was released prior to Back to Black, which was called Frank. And so when I initially heard Frank, I honestly thought it was better than Back to Black. But as time has gone on, I've understood that, Back to Black is technically a better album, but Frank is almost just as good. Again, the lyrics are the thing that really connect me to Amy. Of course, I would think that it would be her voice, but her lyrics, I can just Amy just seems like a down home chick, like one of the sisters. You see this small framed little white girl from England, and out of her mouth comes this maturity and just a dash of soul. I won't say that she's a soulful singer, but her voice is just amazing. And so I completely love Amy Winehouse. So, unfortunately, if you do not know, for those of you guys who've been living under a rock, unfortunately, Amy Winehouse passed away in 2011 due to alcohol poisoning. She had had bouts with alcoholism and drugs, and hence the song that which was her best commercial success, "Rehab." But it kind of caught up to her, and I just know that there will never be another artist like Amy Winehouse ever again. I'm just glad that she was able to do one of the things that she probably always wanted to do, and that was record with Tony Bennett. Amy was featured on his Duets 2 album, which is also a wonderful album. I'm sure if you have not heard that yet, he has so many great artists on that album. I think you guys will really enjoy it, but I'm glad she was able to, see one of her dreams come true and be in the studio with Tony and do a great rendition of the song Body and Soul. I really, really enjoyed that. But if you do listen to one song by Amy Winehouse, I would suggest that you listen to a song called Love is Blind. It's a song where Amy is explaining to her boyfriend how she ended up cheating on him. And I will just leave it at that. But, she's just making a lot of excuses in the song. And it's like, I've never heard a woman talk like this. Amy writes like a man. She acts like a man. And in a documentary that was filmed called Amy, which I cried all the way through, her ex-boyfriend Blake actually asked Amy, why are you so much like a man as opposed to being like a woman? And, Amy explained it's because of the relationship that I had with my father. So, anyways, I'm getting off topic, but please, 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 check out Amy Winehouse. If you are a music lover, I'm sure you probably know about her already, but if you're just getting into the swing of things, definitely check out Amy Winehouse. You will not regret it. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Until next time, you guys.